Boom. There we go. Construction on road ahead. Yes, there's construction on the road ahead. So first up, I need to know if you can hear me because I wasn't able to hear any of those intros and we're trying a new setup. And so I just want to make sure that you can hear me. So let me know in the comments if you can hear me. If you can hear me, great. We can continue on. If not, I need to unplug some stuff. But welcome. Today is Morning Mindset. We are on, what are we? We're September. Okay, perfect. Thank you, T-Town, for letting me know that you're here. Now we know. All right, so we are on our way to Joplin, Missouri. We've got about 10 hours ahead of us today when we stop at. We're stopping at a few places. First up, we're stopping at American Print and Demand. Bertie told me that there may have been some printers delivered. And since it's kind of sort of on our way, we figured let's stop there and see if they're available to check out. And stop in there for about a half hour, see the guys there, quick little break, and then from there we're traveling over to First Place Printing, traveling over to see Brian over there in Montgomery City, Missouri. Ooh, look, there's a copper backing up. It's not me. Stady. So we're doing that. We're actually dropping transfers off and we're eating lunch with him. And then we are headed from there to Joplin, our final spot for the day for the Misfit Makers birthday bash. Now tonight is the party. There's actually a class. There's one at 3:30, right? 3:30 or 4:30. There's a class, a Tumblr class, which we won't make it there in time for that. We will be getting in there, probably 5, 6 o'clock, just depending how long we sit and chat with people. We are rolling on the rumble strips, so if you can hear that, that's amazing. It's because they're doing construction out here. Now, yeah, they're putting down the good smelling stuff. So we've got that ahead of us today. So a good day to be on the road, a good day to have construction, whole tons of fun. But for the most part, that's our 5 things. 5 things to drive safe, arrive in one piece. We're going to stop at 2 places along the way, and we're going to have a good time. So that's our 5 things that we're going to do. I've got a new camera set up. In fact, I wonder if I turn this on, if it increases anything. Oh yeah, it kind of didn't do anything. It added some new lights to it. But I got a new rig. It is not image stabilizing like I thought it would. So we will be, who knows if we do it, but it's got the shotgun mic on it. We're going to use it to film content all weekend. So we'll show different things. I'm going to try and make this a good, fun video for the weekend as we go ahead and do what and create. That's what we're going to do. So hopefully everything is good there. Now, with that being said, let's check in. Let's see how everybody is doing today. Because remember, I need your 5 things. I need your 5 things. What are 5 things you're going to accomplish today? I also need to know who you are. I need to know where you're from. I need to know what's in your cup and what the weather is. Now the weather's here. Does that thing tell us? Oh yeah, I've got to figure out. Because if you don't know, we've been going for, I don't know, like the last year, trying to figure out what kind of vehicle to buy. And if you've ever been in that situation where you're not really sure if something works for you or your family or how it is, how big something is, how small something is, the best thing to do is go rent. And that's what we do. So it's about the last year, every time we've went on a decent sized road trip, we'll go rent something. We're like, let's see how we like the size of this. Let's see how we like the size of that. This time, we knew it was just going to be the 2 of us. We didn't need anything super big. Ended up with a Hyundai Santa Fe. Yeah, it is too small. It's too small for what our needs are. It'll fit great for this trip, but too small for what we need. But I got to figure out how to change the temperature because it's telling me it's 18 out, which means Celsius. I don't know what 18 translates over to. So yeah, we've got that rolling for us. But we are on I-74 in Illinois. We are between the Quad Cities in Peoria. Actually, we're probably about Galesburg-ish area right now. Road construction galore. So who knows how long this is going to last for. I thought it was like another 3 miles, but I could be wrong. So that's where we're at. As far as what's in the cup, we're switching it up, folks. Road trip calls for Green Monster. Green Monster is Road Trip Monster. So that's about the time I grab that anymore. So let's check in. We'll see how everybody is doing this morning as I scroll back up here. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you, my friend. And Barb, good morning from north central Minnesota, where it is 54, headed to 70, overcast, water in the cup. Barb's Five Things. She's got invoicing, DTF, embroider monograms on towels, vacuum all shop floors, and prep for steam cleaning tomorrow and work on the website. Well, that sounds like a fun day. I mean, not the steam cleaning tomorrow. That doesn't sound fun. T-Town, morning to you, where it is 61 in Toledo, and you get the Monster Hydro drink this morning. And Kim, good morning. Other than a fine mist coming down, Chicago weather is beautiful. Drinking my coffee loaded with sugar this morning. So you're drinking coffee flavored sugar. I gotcha. I'm not. I guess I take some sugar. It's usually like 2 sugars and a lot of cream. It's got to look like tan. That's what my coffee's got to look like in there. And let's see. What's up, buddy? Hey, Patrick, how you doing? You're checking in from California today. What do you got going on out there? What show event is going out there in California, Patrick? Like I said, we're at Misfit Makers this weekend. And then I think that is it for the year. 2 weeks, Corey heads down to Tennessee for she's headed down to Nashville for Krista's 21st birthday party. And then November will be Disney. So I take that back. We are trying. So all of our friends in the industry, if you do anything with the Rhinestone world, reach out to them and say you'd like to have them have an open house the weekend of November 11th. Yeah, right. That weekend. Reason being is because we'll be down there. We actually leave out on a Disney cruise the week after, and we're going down there. So we're going to go visit them. We're going to go visit some friends. And I said, what better time to have an open house than that weekend? We're there. We'll help put it on. So, hey, Patrick, I know, TRW carries some stuff. And, you're up there in Michigan. So, November in Tampa sounds nice, doesn't it? So, you'd be fine over there. So maybe, you pull your strings on it too. Kim's 5 things are my 5 are keeping a list of all I do today. Get more designs ready to post on Etsy. Explore other sales avenue. Tuna noodle casserole for dinner and laundry. I couldn't tell you the last time I had a tuna noodle casserole. You don't remember the last time we had that? It's not that I don't like it. I'll try it. I'll put that on my list. That'll be something this winter. Corey loves it, so it's on the list. We will make one. We'll make it there. I don't know about this camera thing. Holding it here, I got to figure out a better way to hold it because it's kind of wonky with my arm. Alan, good morning to you. Is that the stone cap you work on? Now, I was not working on this. Corey did this, and yes, indeed, this is what it is. So let's see if I can get it up there. There it is. We got the patch is a leatherette patch from Renee over there at let's see if I can do it. As you know, we're driving and everything is crazy wonky. Right there, 3330 oak. So Renee handles our laser work for us, and then Corey blinged it out, and now my toes match because we did get the toes did, so that was there. What else do we have on here? Because that just bumped around for me. How did everyone do with all the credit card processing? Square was down for 10 hours, I think. Yeah, it sucked. Square was down and Cash App was down. And it was sporadic because we were able to do some stuff with it. Now, where we got lucky at was through the website, we have multiple processing. So they could have paid through Square. They could have paid through, what's the other one? Stripe. Or they could have paid through PayPal. So most everybody went to PayPal. Now, there were some issues with that. And so we need to go through some orders and reach out to people, be like, hey, you can go here. But it seems like everybody, when they had an issue with the one side, they moved over to the other. We'll see how it all turns out today, because we actually had a store close yesterday. We had a youth football organization that we were doing names and numbers for. So they're going to drop off the jerseys on last night's practice, and then we're going to have them back to them on Tuesday. They're going to order online, name, number on the back. Well, guess what happened? Square goes down, throws everything for a wonky donkey, and you do the best with what you can. That's what we had. We said, hey, if there was anything that didn't come through or they weren't able to, we're going to keep it open for you. Bless you. So we're going to be, we'll see how that goes. How did you handle that, T-Town? There you go. Kim says we should rent a Mazda CX-9. They are great. Small, but still seats 8. Okay. And that's what we see. So Honestly, what I have in my gut feeling, what I think we're going to end up with is the Chrysler Pacifica or the Kia Carnival. And the reason for that, the reason I think the Pacifica is going to hold out is that's what we've had for 10 years. Corey's had vans for the last 20 years, or whatever. Having 8 kids going from 28 to 8, we've always needed a larger vehicle. And as SUVs rolled around, then hey, it made it easier. Uh, the larger ones. The thing I really love about our town and country is the stow and go seating. That we have hauled so much stuff, so many places in that I really, really love that. And so you can get that in SUV fold down, but in the other vans, you don't get that. You've got to remove stuff, and I'm not 100% keen on that. But I think, if anything, I really do think we're going to end up with another van. I never thought I would say that I was purposely seeking one out when we didn't need one, but I really, really, really don't mind it. T-Town's got 3 cars to tint today and embroidery to get, and try to get what I can get done before this weekend. Taking the weekend off. Travel softball starts this Sunday. Whoa, man. Fall ball is great. I don't think I miss fall ball. Our biggest thing was that's when the weather took a turn, and we would know that you could have a bad weekend. But when you're wearing a hoodie, a t-shirt, and then a tank top because it's all on the same day, yeah, it's always fun to plan for that. And what I really don't miss is that traveling out of town on the weekends, and you'd get the hotel room on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but then they'd be knocked out of the tournament on Friday. So or on Saturday. So what do you do? Well, you don't want to leave because you've already spent for the hotel room. You're not getting anything back. So you would just, stick it out and go. But yeah, I don't miss those. Barb says that she has a GMC Acadia, which can seat up to 7. Good enough for me and hauling my kids. So did we have the Acadia? We had not the Acadia. We had the Buick version of it, and that was nice. That made the short list. It fit everybody fine. It still had plenty of storage. What we've ran into on things with third row is how much room is available behind that third row, because when there's not a lot of room back there, you're not putting 4 suitcases back there. The van, with having having that, we can fit the 4 suitcases back there. And then even when it's just if we just take us and the littles, we can fold down that back seat and have plenty of room back there. And with that split back seat, we can take 3. We can actually take 3 with us and still have plenty of room for storage. So I think that's why a van might went out. There's Brian. 5 things: plaques, soccer leagues, order wings for lunch, convert C to F, double C, and add 30. That is close. What the hell is that, Brian? I don't understand that last part. Brian, once we leave from American Print on Demand, I will text you and let you know what our ETA looks like, because we've got about another 35 minutes until we get there. And then I think we'll be there for maybe a half hour, and then back on the road. So we should be back on the road at 10 a.m. And then I think we're like 3 hours from that spot. It's like 1 o'clock, but I will let you know 100% for sure. Good morning, checking in from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Well, I didn't realize how far over Joplin was, and that we just might go ahead and hit across the border, because then we can hit into, what is that? There's Kansas that's right there, and then there's the casino that is in Oklahoma, where the parking lot is in Kansas and the casino's in Oklahoma. I mean, that's 2 states I can hit in like 5 minutes. So, hey, maybe we'll go there. No ketchup on the tuna noodle casserole. I would have to agree with that. No ketchup on that at all. I don't know if I can handle that. Storming there in Fort Smith, Arizona, Arkansas. On the front porch, drinking my Mountain Dew. 5 things to accomplish today: freeze-dried candy. Ooh, freeze-dried candy. We have a friend of ours that has the freeze-dried machine, and I needed to convince them to let's just make content with it, because I don't want to spend $3,000 on it to make content for it, but maybe I do. I don't know. Processing orders, prepping subscription boxes, dinner and date night with the hubby tonight. Well, Facebook user, FU, that's Facebook user. I'd love to know who you were. The way that you can do that is head over to fatdadlive.com. That will get you into our YouTube channel. While you're there, make sure to like and subscribe, and then we'll be able to see who you are. G-Town, been checking out the new BN20A printer. It's a new version of the BN, 4 to 5 times faster printer, not a bad price. Which head is in it? That's the thing that I had heard a couple things on it, but I haven't looked at it. Now that we've got drive time today, when actually that doesn't even count, because I'm only going to have this drive time for about the next 35 minutes, and then my journey for the next 9 hours begins, because Corey won't drive. So we'll get. I won't check a whole lot into it, but 4 to 5 times faster. If it keeps the same print quality, now we're talking. That's not a bad thing. But even with that, I would still look at the 30-inch one. Just, yeah, the price may be more, but the availability for options for media, for print media, for width, is a world of a difference without having to have anything cut down. And then really, when you start looking at it, especially, I don't know, I always look at what the payment is on it. I used to be one here, save up until you buy the equipment, save up, you can buy the equipment, but that money's just sitting there not doing anything for me, right? And then now I'm taking a big cash reserve out to buy a piece of equipment. So why don't I finance it? When I can finance something for $300 to $500 a month on some things, $750, $1,000 on that. And if you're like, wow, that's a payment. Well, if that piece of equipment isn't making that kind of return for you, then you don't need it, right? So you run the numbers. I need the equipment to produce this much to pay for itself, and then this much extra to make a profit off of it. So then you go as big as the space allows. And I know you have limited space over there, but I'd look at the 30-inch one. The 31-inch one it's not going to take up a whole lot more room, maybe another 2 foot wide. So yeah, it is. That's what I would look at for it. Kelly, good morning to you. 5 things: or eye appointment, print stickers, embroidery, design work, and place some orders. Love that. T-Town, that was amazing. The Lions pulling that off last night. I was really, I can't say I was surprised, because Kansas City did everything they could to lose the game, which, hey, it's football, right? That's the great thing about the NFL, is anything can happen. Any given Sunday, right? Any given Sunday, or in this case, Thursday. So we've got a friend of ours who, growing up, he was a Lions fan. Up until our mid-20s, he was a Lions fan. We would go to the Bears-Lions game. He would be in his Lions gear. Then all of a sudden, he became a Bears fan. So we went from being a real loser to a loser. And when they won last night, he's like, yeah, go Lions. I'm like, oh, so now you're a Lions fan again. So kudos to them for pulling it off. And, hey, if you're going to beat somebody on opening night, and I hope, why not it be, the Chiefs? And if you got anything to say about the season, I think this could be a great season, just looking at how that went last night. Hello from Philly. Hello from 74. We're getting ready to the rest stop. And this is the rest stop that's got the scenic overlook, doesn't it? It's got the tower that you can go up into. Let's see. Kim asks, where's Kim? Maybe it'll let me get in here and click Kim's question. Maybe not. I think we're running into a lag spot where something isn't letting me go so much. So we'll see if it'll pull up from here and that, because I'm assuming that you can still hear me and see me. There it is. See, maybe there, maybe not, maybe. But yes, there is the rest stop over here. I'm right by tower, so we'll see it. But have you seen the new Epson DTG combo printer? It's $19,000. So Kim, you want to reach out to another Kim, Kim from Paisley Joe Designs. She's actually a member in our group. She's a friend of ours. She is the one who is beta testing it. She was chosen for it. She's out in Phoenix now, or out in Scottsdale. I think out in Scottsdale, out in that area. But she's testing it. She loves it. The versatility of it. Now, remember, if you're doing a bunch of transfers, then one thing to think about is it is not going to be made for that, because the process is slow when it comes to making transfers. Where it's those transfers for things that you can't press on, that you can't DTG print on, the poly stuff. So making the transfers, making a bunch of left chest transfers, that is super easy for it. Having something that for that price point on it, Epsons they are going to be built. They're It wouldn't be a. I would not buy it as my just because of how slow it's going to be. You know, for not a whole lot more, you can get a DTF printer that will be faster and more efficient when it comes to DTF prints. As a DTG printer, it is phenomenal. The colors that it does, the items that it will fit on, it's going to be a great workhorse for it. So I don't think that I wouldn't, if I was looking to get a DTG, that would be the DTG that I would go with. And you can still hear me, so that's great. Yeah, so I think I've got through everybody's comments here. What else do you got for me? How is your day going? What's the plans for this weekend? Like I said, for us, I made my holding this, made put my hand to sleep. I think I was holding all weird. See, I got that like mark right there. But I think for this weekend, I will be making my first epoxy tumbler ever. I'm scared. We're gonna video the process, so we'll see how that goes. But we've got, I will be doing a fabric one. So I don't even know what that means. Like, I think it's just fabric, soak it in epoxy and wrap it. I don't know. I don't know anything. So we're going to find out some more information about that. And that's tomorrow. What time is it? 12:30? Tomorrow at 12:30 will be that. So I'm kind of on the fence on how to handle all that. Video attempt for it. Tonight we do have a party, so we will make sure to get some good content from it as well. And Sunday morning for the drive back home, which will be considerably shorter because of the route that we're going to take. So we won't have to go nearly out of our way. Heading over this way, over towards more into Illinois, and then going down to see Brian, I think added like 2 hours on the trip. If we go the other way, it's only like a 7 hours. Like right now it's a 9 hour, but when you add stopping places, it's going to be a 10, 11 hour day. So good times for all around that. Kim's got farmer's market with the fam tomorrow, soup making. Ooh, it is getting to be soup making weather, and playing outside with the kids without my skin melting off. I hear you there. Last weekend it was so damn hot. It was like 100-degree hot, just not enjoyable hot. And I know some people enjoy that. I don't. I look forward to now for the rest of the year. Football season starts up. I don't think it's going to happen, but one of the things about being out of town this weekend, the daughter said to us, wait, you're not going to be home for the Bears-Packers game, so we're not going to have food. Because traditionally that's a Sunday thing for us. It's like go get wings, make up snacks, meal prep for the week of grilled stuff out, and that's what we do. I get fat on Sundays. Start watching football at noon and don't stop until the last game of the day, and it's a great time. We've done it for years. Like, well, the game's at 3:30, so technically, if we can get mom on the road by 7, we would make it home in time. So we could make it home in time, and we could still watch the game. I mean, we'll get home in time to finish watching the game, but we could still, enjoy a good chunk of it. But, being at the hotel, yeah, we can grab a quick bite to eat there. We've probably got to stop. My guess is in an 8-hour drive with Corey's bladder, we've got to stop 3 times minimum. And if we want to stop to eat lunch, so we will see how that all plays out. Now, me, I would not have anything to drink from. The last drink I would take would be Saturday night, and I would not drink again until we got home, just so I wouldn't have to think about stopping. But we will see how that all plays out. And it's Kim says, "Go Bears." That's right. My family laughs at me when I yell at the TV like the players can hear me. I've been known to do that a time or two, and some choice words come out of it. Renee and I will watch games together, and it is, I tell her to turn off the TV because we're winning until she turns it on, and then it starts to go to hell, and I'm like, nope, you're done. You're done. Turn it off. All right, we've got just a little bit farther here, and I know we're going to hit some worse areas, so we are going to get out of here for the day, and like I said, we've got stuff to do. We're going to be driving, we're going to be traveling. I'll make sure to take pics and videos of all the fun stuff that we see, and we'll try to put something together. I'm going to give my go at editing some things, and we'll see how it all plays out. So with that, I think I can switch over here and get this over to here, and I can, I don't even know what that did. I can get over here to brand, and then we can go from there. But with that, like I said, you guys have an amazing day. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, be productive, do all that. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.